Hello, Year 2. Welcome to your comprehension session for Wednesday, the 3rd of March. It's already Wednesday, which means we're halfway through the final week of our home learning. So keep working really, really hard for the last part of the week, and we'll soon be back in school. Let's see what our learning question is for Wednesday, the 3rd of March. Can I answer questions about a fiction text? So we've got another story or part of a story to look at today. It has been made up. It is fiction. Okay. Some retrieval questions today, some inference questions, and then we do have a question about vocabulary. Remember that vocabulary is the words that have been used in the text and thinking about the meaning of the words as well. One of our retrieval questions today is asking us to fill in some missing words, which is a bit of a different question than we've had before. So we'll have a little look at that when we come on to our questions for the text. And then the vocabulary question is one that we have had similar to before, where we are asked to copy a word from the text that has a certain meaning or that shows something specific. Okay, so we'll look at some examples and the practice questions when we get onto it. Hi, our text then today is called Alien at School and it is on page 8. So yesterday we had my pet dinosaur and today we've got aliens at school. Hey, so again I'm glad that it is made up and that real aliens haven't been to somebody's school. Okay, your chance to have a little predict now. So we know that it's a made up text, we know that it's fiction, and it is called Alien at School. Maybe you would like to pause and have a little predict with your grown up at what might happen in this text. Think about your experience of coming to school, think about what we know about aliens, and think about what could happen if aliens came to school. Make some predictions of what could happen in a text like this. Okay. Let's move on to some tricky words then. Oh, skip past my first one. So the first one we've already had in the title of the text, and it is alien. And alien is a tricky word because we've got letter A making an A sound, and letter I makes sort of an E sound, doesn't it, if we're reading the word alien? So alien, alien, alien. Tricky word. Now we know how to say it. It's alien. Okay, this is a long word, so think about our chunking. Do you spot part of the word that you already know? Maybe we could break it into two parts. Okay, so I think we will be able to decode this part really easily. It is play, and then same for this part, playground. Playground, the playground. We've got a beautiful playground at school, haven't we? Playground. Okay, next one. Again, this is like two words joined together that we can use our chunking. So we've got lunch, lunch, I'm, time, lunchtime, lunchtime. Tricky word. My phonics set. I know we've had this for tricky words before. This one is the word eyes. Eyes. Very tricky. You wouldn't be able to decode that one. It's just one that we have to know. It is eyes. Okay, next one. Again, another tricky word. This one is friend. Friend. It's got I and E in the middle, but it makes an F sound. It's friend. I think we've thought about this sound previously in comprehension. We've got A-R-E making an air sound. So this word would be scared. Scared, wouldn't it? A-R-E is making air. Scared. Okay, and we're going to think about some tricky words. And this is a very long word that we need to think about reading. And we're going to think about the definition of the word. So we are definitely needing to be using some chunking to read this word because it is very, very long. So we've got a. Now I'm going to join my onto it because even though there's two P's, I still think we will say it as a pr. So a, pr, o. approach, approaching, approaching. And approaching means coming closer in distance, that's how far away something is, or time. So something is coming closer in distance. So if we were out and we could see somebody coming closer to us, we could say, I was out walking and there was a person approaching me. They were coming closer to me. Or we can think about it in terms of time. So something that's coming closer in time, just like coming back to school. So our first day of coming back to school is approaching, it's getting closer. So it can be getting closer in distance, so physically getting closer to you, or coming nearer in time, so the time is getting closer. So your birthday might be approaching, might be coming closer. Hi, we've got the word, and we've got soft C in this one, and we've got letter O making an O sound. And I bet we know the word no, don't we? So we've got no, and then the last part, the word is notice. Notice. So it's like the C and the E make the S sound. No, it's notice. Notice has got two meanings. A notice could be a sign or an announcement. So there might be a notice up on the wall giving you some information like a sign. Or notice can mean to become aware of something. So I might notice somebody out on the playground. It means that I've become aware of them. I've noticed them. I noticed that some children weren't getting on with their work. I became aware of it. Okay. So let's have a look at our text today then. So we are on page 8. Page 8, aliens at school. So I would like you to go away, have a little read, remembering those tricky words that we've thought about, sound buttoning any other words that might be unfamiliar to you. And then once you've read it, you might want to read it through more than once. Can you come back and we will do some practice questions? So on your marks, get set and read. Off you go. Okay, are you all read? Did you read about the alien at school? So what we're going to think about then is some practice questions just like we normally do. So this one says, how do you think? So this one, is this a retrieval question or is it an inference question? How do you think? It's an inference question, isn't it? It's not going to give us the exact answer, but it's going to give us some clues that we can decide what we think. How do you think the children felt when they saw the alien? Okay, so we're going to think about what it tells us. We might also, for these kinds of questions, think about how we might feel. Remember, we have to look for some evidence as well. So how do you think the children felt when they saw the alien? Let's see what it tells us. Let's make our text a bit bigger. So let's see what it tells us. Now let's see. Now it doesn't say the word children, but it does say my class. And obviously the class is going to be full of children, isn't it? So the sentence then, because if I scan through, I haven't got the word children, but I know that my class means the children in the class, doesn't it? So soon, the rest of my class came over to have a look. Now, it does have the word children there. When the alien saw the children approaching, it jumped back. So that isn't telling us anything about how the children feel. But it does tell us that the rest of the class came over to have a look. Now, have a think. If you saw an alien at school and you went to have a look, how would you be feeling about it? Do you think you might be feeling curious or interested or a little bit excited maybe? I think if you were feeling a little bit nervous or scared, Would you go to have a look? Maybe not. Maybe you would stay back if you were a little bit nervous or scared. So I think the children felt quite interested and maybe a bit curious. So let's see if we can put that in a sentence. So how do you think the children felt? So I think that the children, I think that the children, I'm going to use the word curious, I think. So if you're curious about something, it means you're interested and you want to find out more, doesn't it? I think the children felt curious. And then it doesn't ask me how I know, but I am going to give a reason. I think the children felt curious because they went to have a look. Because they went to have a look. I needed to draw another line at the bottom there, didn't I? They went to have a look. I think that the children felt curious because they went to have a look. Next one, copy a word from the text that means puzzled. Puzzled. You might want to pause the video now and have a chat with your grown-up about what puzzled means. Okay, what does puzzled mean? And also, who would be feeling puzzled in the text? Let's have a little think what it tells us. Okay. An alien came to our school today. Its spaceship landed in the playground at lunchtime. No one is feeling puzzled yet. It had 3 eyes, 2 arms, 4 legs, and a green head with red spots on it. My friend Dom was the first person to notice it. Doesn't tell us anyone's puzzled yet. He said hello to the alien, but I don't think it understood because it looked very confused. Confused? I think that means the same as puzzled, doesn't it? I think that means the same. So find a word, copy a word that means the same as confused. If you're confused, you are a bit puzzled. You're not sure what something means. You don't quite understand. So the word I'm going to write down, and again I would copy the spelling from the text, is confused. Confused. Let's have a look at your questions then in your text today. There are 4 questions today. And the first one is one of those missing word questions that we talked about at the start. So it says fill in the missing words. And what it's given you is some bits of information copied from the text with some words missing. So it's the description about the alien. So you need to copy the right words in the right space. So the alien had something arms, so you'll need to find where it says the word arms, copy the missing word, something eyes and something legs. The alien's head was something with something spots on it. So you are retrieving the information from the text by writing the right word on the line. Question 2. What did Dom do that made the alien look confused? We've just talked about the word confused, haven't we? So we need to go back and read that part and retrieve the information that tells us what Dom did. Remember, even though we've just read it again, go back to the text and copy what it says and retrieve it. Don't just try to remember. Question 3, copy a word from the text that means getting nearer. Talked about that earlier, didn't we? Can you remember? And question 4, why do you think the alien went back into its spaceship and flew away? So that one is more of an inference question, isn't it? It doesn't tell us why. We've got to use what we know and try to infer some meaning. Why do you think the alien went back into its spaceship and flew away? So 4 questions to do today. And I have got you a challenge. Let's have a see what it says. first part then says, would you like it if aliens came to our school? Why or why not? So that is an opinion question, isn't it? Would you like it if aliens came to our school? Why or why not? I would like it if aliens came to our school because I know the children would be really, really excited. Okay. Second part of the challenge then says write your own narrative. Narratives, in other words, means the same as story. Write your own narrative about an alien coming to our school. And I've given you a little bit of the text we've had today for you to use with your own ideas. So it says an alien came to our school today, just like in the text. Its spaceship landed. You can decide where the spaceship might have landed at our school. It had. So what has the alien got? What does the alien look like? You're going to describe the alien and then tell me a little bit of information what happened next. So it's a chance for you in our writing challenge today to get your creativity going and get your thinking caps on to come up with some ideas. Imagine that an alien has come to our school. So an alien came to our school today. Its spaceship landed. It had 3 heads, 6 eyes, and blue scaly skin. So it's a good chance for you to use some 2A sentences there. You can describe the alien and then what happened next. Did it come into school? Did the alien come into school? Was it playing on the playground? Did the alien end up in the dinner hall? Maybe it ended up in our classroom or Mrs. Beckett's office. I will look forward to seeing what super ideas you come up to. So get your red books out once you've finished and have a go at those writing challenges for me. Okay, can't wait to see your super stories about aliens at Sandon. Okay, well done you two. Keep working really, really hard. Bye.